has long been a really good partner for Southern Oregon University, and their recent announcement of their current financial situation really pushed us to step out and make sure that the legislature understands the importance of SOU, not only to our local community, but also to the entire Southern Oregon region.
Representatives from Southern Oregon University are in Salem right now lobbying lawmakers for more support for Oregon's public universities. As local leaders warn the stakes are high here at home. Thanks for joining us for NewsWatch 12 at 5. I'm Samantha Cadera. I spoke with Ashland Mayor Tanya Graham just an hour ago, who says this is part of an ongoing effort to make sure lawmakers understand what's at risk for Southern Oregon.
The fact that the Board of County Commissioners and so many local mayors stepped up so quickly to sign on to this letter is a clear indication of SOU's value to the entire region. We know that they have an incredible impact economically, culturally, in terms of the workforce for all of the communities of Southern Oregon.
That letter is now part of the process at the state level, urging lawmakers to consider stabilization funding as they weigh budget priorities this session. Local leaders say they'll continue pushing for support while the legislature reviews requests and determines next steps. The letter points to SOU as a cornerstone institution for the region, generating roughly $280 million in economic impact and supporting more than 2,000 jobs. The Siskiyou County Sheriff's Office is advising of wolf activity reported approximately 3 miles east of Four Corners and Big Springs this morning. With the increase of wolf activity and livestock conflicts, the Sheriff's Office has now designated a livestock deputy. The Sheriff's Office asked the community to take precautions in the area and to report any wolf sightings to CDFW's Wolf Tracker. We continue to follow developments in the Eagle Point dog hoarding case, and earlier today, Jana Tepper's attorney asked a judge to lower her bail so she could be released ahead of trial. I spoke with her attorney, John Caligo, who says bail remains set at $100,000 after the request was denied. He says the defense argued Tepper has no prior criminal history, is presumed not guilty, and has lived in Oregon for more than 50 years. Tepper has also recently relinquished her rights to the dogs, and some are now up for adoption locally, and others are expected to be transferred to Midwest Skipper Key Rescue. Her next court appearance is scheduled for February 9th. Now let's take a live look out at Klamath Falls. This time last year, the basin was blanketed in a bunch of snow, but today we saw record-breaking warmth. So let's turn it over to Storm Alert Weather 12 Chief Meteorologist Matt Hoffman. How warm did it get, and how long will this amazing weather last?
It was pretty impressive. Definitely feeling like spring out there. Here's a look at highs today. 68 degrees in Medford. We hit 70 in Brookings and 63 degrees in Klamath Falls. That broke the record high of 59 set back in 1995. Also breaking the record high in Mount Shasta, hitting 67 degrees. We weren't too far off in Medford from the record high of 70 set back in 1963. It is still beautiful out there this evening. Maybe a walk this evening in the Rogue Valley. Temperature still well up into the 60s right now. 66 in Medford and Ashland. It's 64 degrees in Montague. We've dropped back though in Klamath Falls, now 51 degrees. Here's a look at the satellite and radar imagery. A few high clouds have been developing as we've gone throughout the afternoon and now into the evening hours. We'll see some of these passing high clouds overnight into tomorrow. Still expecting mostly sunny skies and dry weather for your Friday. But this ridge of high pressure is going to shift its way east and will allow a couple of storm systems to impact us this weekend, especially on Sunday. So hopefully you had a chance to get out and enjoy the warm weather today, because we got some big changes in store over the next few days. Tonight, though, look for still pretty chilly conditions, more fog developing around Grants Pass. Tomorrow, expecting mostly sunny skies, still pretty mild. It won't be as warm as today, but 62 the high in Medford, up to 60 in Grants Pass, 61 degrees in Wairika, and 59 in Klamath Falls. Highs will be around 60 in Brookings. Notice the milder air shifting to the south and east, and some colder air moves in as we go through the weekend into next week, and it will come with some much needed precipitation. We'll talk more about the storm systems for this weekend and what to expect coming up.
4 student athletes from Cascade Christian are using their love of basketball to make a difference. NewsWatch 12's Oscar Rodriguez shows us how a basketball camp happening this Sunday is helping support Sparrow Everly.
You might be seeing this commercial pretty frequently.
We know what it takes to improve your game. That's why we are excited to help coach the B&D basketball camp.
Well, that's Cascade Christian's basketball program, led by Derek Farmer and Brady Klecker. This year, both seniors wanted to switch things up as they had a speed and agility camp the previous year.
We wanted to, incorporate our community and get sponsorships all around the Rogue Valley. And then we wanted to give back to the community and to our Sparrow, Everly.
30% of the proceeds of the camp will go directly to support their Sparrow, Everly, who's battling leukemia. With guidance from their teacher, the boys basketball captains connected with local businesses to help raise money for the camp and support Everly.
Just going out and marketing ourselves, and it's great that Brady and I have made a name for ourselves here at Cascade, being seniors and being captains of the basketball team. So we were just able to reach out and set up meetings with them and pitch our idea to them.
Derek and Brady made it a priority to include the girls basketball team.
When we did our speed camp, we had, I think, 2 or 3 girls, and really seeing that we don't want this opportunity just to be for dudes. This is for anybody. That's kind of what we focused on.
The boys asked us and we wanted to help, and it's great to know that we're there for the girls, whoever wants to sign up, and we can help them.
It was a no-brainer for the girls to help, especially as it helps their Sparrow, Everly.
I honestly can't imagine being in that type of situation where she's super young. She has a lot ahead of her in life. So it's good knowing that we're going to help her do something and hopefully get all the cures for whatever's going on.
None of this would have been possible without the help of the community, Derek says.
Our whole community is behind us and want to support our Sparrow, Everly too. Really feel that love and support when we call people and ask, they're yes, let's do it. I want to support that.
And the basketball team is hoping everyone comes out this Sunday. From Medford,
We'll see you on the court.
I'm Oscar Rodriguez.
Several schools in the Klamath County School District will be closed tomorrow due to a high number of staff illnesses and a lack of substitute teachers. The district says Shasta Elementary, Ferguson Elementary, Chiloquin Elementary, and Chiloquin Junior Senior High Schools will not be open tomorrow. All after-school and extracurricular activities will also be canceled. These closures were made in consultation with Klamath County Public Health, allowing students and staff to recover and custodial staff to thoroughly clean the school buildings. Last month, NewsWatch 12 highlighted a Central Point community closet where domestic violence survivors can shop for interview clothes, everyday wear, and children's items, and more as well. That story caught the attention of folks at Rogue Community College running a $1 clothing sale. Organizers reached out and wanted to step in to help.
I actually heard about Brianna by watching it on News Channel 12. One of the girls that's leading this sale here reached out to her and said that we would love for her to come and take a part of this sale and shop for whatever she would like for her closet.
Clothes are donated by community members, and any items left after the sale are given to local low barrier support programs, including the domestic violence clothing closet we featured last month. Stay around for more on NewsWatch 12 at 6. In just a few minutes, the Medford School Board will be holding an executive session ahead of their regular work session at 6. In the work session after the executive session, the board will look at progress on the rebuild of the North Medford High School gym, nearly 1 year after its collapse. Tune in to NewsWatch 12 at 6 when we'll take a live look into that meeting and bring you the latest updates. Medford held tons of events, from cornhole tournaments to reptile shows and Medford Rogues baseball. And Rogue X and Lithia Fields just came out with their annual report. NewsWatch 12's Grace Ritz has more on the successful year.
Medford sports and event parks are doing more than just hosting games. They're fueling the Rogue Valley's economy and pride.
They do a lot for the livability of Medford and helping families, helping retain professionals, attract professionals and workers and families to the area.
Rogue X and Lithia Driveway Fields have hosted high-level competitions, trade shows, and community events, turning Medford into a hub, all without locals ever having to leave town.
All these great activities and some regional caliber events, national championship events are here in Medford, and Medfordites, people living in the Rogue Valley, can sleep in their own beds and roll out, drive down the street, and have this quality of recreation experience.
Rogue X hosted 65 events in 2025, generating an estimated $9.79 million in economic impact. Families, swim lessons, and swim teams all contributed to the 105,000 aquatic visitors in just 2025.
The sports park is a different animal.
And that sports park, Lithia Driveway Fields, brought in an estimated $13.37 million in economic impact, welcoming 1,790 teams and 238,462 visitors.
The sports park back in 2006, 2007, before it opened, City Council had to make a brave decision to fund the sports park.
For 2026, both parks will continue to iron out events and ways to keep community engagement even during the slower months.
If the Rogue X is a Christmas gift, it's still a fun toy to work with here in year 3.
Reporting in Medford, I'm Grace Ritz.
Medford Police Department just unveiled a new look for their patrol cars. Police say the new look is designed for better sustainability and maintenance while balancing the traditional and modern designs. Some updated patrol cars are already on the road, with more on the way. Jacksonville Fire Department has a brand new engine replacing their 1997 Type 1 engine. Upgrades on the new engine will include a foam system and battery-operated extrication equipment. The new engine was funded through urban renewal funding and an additional grant.